Alright, what is going on? We are back. I am sorry, with nothing but replay theater, but I do find it somewhat amusing. As you can see, we're starting off with the two characters. The most recent one are the two characters that I am juggling back and forth in my brain to see which one I want to get down and dirty with. Why did I have to phrase it like that? Why do I do these things to myself? Anywho, but I'm actually more tempted. Nah, it's not. This game just got snubbed. Fighting Game of the Year award at the Game Awards, the prestigious event that everybody takes seriously and cares about. It is stupid though that it didn't get picked, but still, nobody's surprised. I always forget, like, oh, he gets a, okay, that dropped right there. I was about to say, like, I didn't know he could do that and then continue afterwards. That's new. Outside of, like, really select combo starters where he does it very early. I like the little float, just reset neutral. I'm not sure I like the reset neutral part. I feel like Gordeau probably wins this in neutral because a lot of his buttons can cover Merkava's floating angles that he's able to get away with against a lot of the rest of the cast. Ooh, nice combo. You are so dead. Doesn't even need to spend 200 meter to do it. About to say, maybe should have spent that 200 meter. That could have gotten very scary very quickly. One good hit from Merkava would have spelled the end of Gordeau for that round, so that was scary. I guess he lost track of all his OTGs. Oh, that was dead. You know that was supposed to combo. Get in there, Worms. Do your work. Do your work. Caught him. They turned back around. They said, what up, dude? That was really poorly timed. Got punished for it appropriately. Good job with the Merkava. I love seeing that. I see so many Merkavas drop that when it looks so obvious that they should be able to get a hit. That's invincible? I mean, obviously it says directly on the screen, for benefits of morons like myself, invincibility. I did not know that. I'm learning. I wonder how well the invincibility actually works, given that you actually have to go through the jump animation first before you, like, I'm sure against well-timed meaties, there's no way that invincibility will be handy. But I don't know. And we're testing out my theory. There we go. I was about to say, we're testing out my theory about Gordeau winning this matchup in the neutral. And it was kind of looking like Merkava was just having fun, being able to play however he wanted without regard to Gordeau's options, and then force function to the face. That's basically force function, 5C Grim Reaper. Like, that's all he needs to win. What are you? Stop screwing everything up, bro. The round should be over. Where are the whip punishes? Where's the punishment? Period. Surely that's punishable. Is he just oh, pardon me. Was he just waiting for the cycle to get cycle so that he had that available to him? I don't understand why he just sat there and allowed. I mean, obviously, as we can tell, that directly led to his demise. He is dead because of it. Don't play, especially, like, don't play fighting games in general passively. Monsieur Akatsuki. I got called out in a comment for saying Akatsuki. I'm still gonna say Akatsuki. Can't stop me. Can't stop, won't stop. To be fair, I mean, if you want to get on my case about mispronouncing Akatsuki, then I should be saying Akatsuki. However, I don't even know if that's the proper pronunciation. You better be similarly getting in on the motherfuckers who call Wald, and who call Wagner, Wagner. Just saying. Just saying. Yeah. I'm surprised I haven't seen more people pick up Carmine. Apparently, ooh, I should check that out after this. Because last time I saw, 2 GB combo was #1 on the leaderboard. Terrorizing online. Good for him. Because I think he's always been, even when Carmine was considered very mediocre. Wasn't there a time in UNI2? Ooh, that's a bummer. Where he was considered the worst character in the game? Nah, he can't, because Enkidu was in UNI2. But bare minimum, one of the worst. So this man has been on a roller coaster of tier placements, but overall, right now, he looks to me like he's kind of back to his glory. That was kind of, I gotta go back. Like, that was, oopsies. Here comes the super, and now I need to, so did that just not reach? I guess that just didn't reach. Hitbox and Hurtbox viewer, pretty pleased. But still, then he cancels it into the invulnerability, which is awesome. I mean, I guess we can just watch this part in full time. That's sick. That's such a sick pickup. That's crazy. That's definitely one of those moments. It's just like, let's just go back, watch it in real time. In real time. Yeah, I can't tell if that's super. Oh, wait. I can actually. Hang on. We can. So, boom. Go here. Or does he? No, he does it here. No, I'm just going to sit here. I'll just hold down back. No, he was never going to get hit by that. I was just wondering if, like, maybe the hitbox of that Carmine super kind of, like, expands outward as time goes on. And so, if the Akatsuki... I'm going to be stumbling over this my entire life now. God damn you. If he hadn't canceled it into anything, maybe it would have kept on coming and eventually clipped him. But no. That was never going to work. That's crazy. So yeah, I think that's just another moment where you can look at this and just say, hey, that's a French bread hitbox. I've been through an entire game of Marvel hitboxes. Apparently this is rivaling it in goofiness. Speaking of goofiness, that combo always gets me. I've seen it a million times and I'm still like, damn, it dropped. That's unfortunate. Nope, that's intentional. That's how the move is designed to work. Ooh, the active frames though. Goodness gracious, this poor Carmine is getting bullied. Yep. I don't think he's dead. I mean, he does have 100 more meters. Is he dead? If he hadn't dropped that, maybe. And he just got hit. I don't know. Did he just give up? Like, wake up? Not even wake up. Air tech, land, 2A? I feel like that was just kind of like, nah, you got this one, homie. Maybe he just gave up after the first round. Like, however that went down, the salt took over, and he said, I'm good. That's enough uni for me today. I don't want to. I'm done. Peace out. Understandable. I certainly would not blame anybody for going through that moment and then just being like, nah, that's enough uni for today. Ooh, that has to be punishable. I refuse to believe it. Hang on, we can test. We can test. Do your best. Isn't that Beauty and the Beast? Where the fuck did that come from? That's not. No. Man, I wish. Oh wait, no, I can. Can't I? I can't. Not from here. Let me do this. But then isn't there? Ah, fuck. Isn't there? There's not. That's Street Fighter only. Damn it! I don't want to say Street Fighter only, but I know it is in Street Fighter where you can bring up the frame data information live while you're watching the replay. That, I assume, bare minimum, that better be punishable if you shield block it. But why would you be looking for that move to shield block? Like, that's just one of those moves that I will argue until the end of time should never be safe on block. That's why. That's a huge part of why. Very nice. And he even gets the kill, ends with 200 meter. Wagner looking good in this upcoming round. This is going to be very tough for Linne to crawl back out of. But yeah, that's insane. Weird 3D. I mean, that's a hard read, and I don't know what she could have been trying to read. Nice backdash. I need to, like, that's something in every single fighting game that I play. Like, genuinely, every fighting game that I play, that's a really unfortunate drop by Linne. I need a backdash wall. What the hell? That's new. I don't think I've ever seen a dual veil off. Oh, that was gross, dude. And it dropped again. This. Never mind. Never mind. That's hilarious. I can't. That's too fucking funny. Like, this entire match so far has been so scuffed, but at least when things get scuffed, it does bring moments like that. That was fantastic. That made the entire thing worth it. Like, this match is not... Like, if I told you You're about to see two of the highest ranked players in online PC Uni. I don't think I've seen a Tsurugi mirror match, actually. This might be my first one. Because Tsurugi, as mentioned, he's not played very often. None of the new characters have really caught on. Which, again, is very surprising to me, because I think bare minimum, Kuon is top tier. I disagree. Obviously, you know where I stand in regard to Uzuki. I am vehemently against the idea that she's terrible, like many people seem to believe. But also, I've heard a lot of shit talk of Kaguya as well, as just being terrible. Like, maybe it's just because it's coming from my realm of, like, basically judging them against Enkidu. Maybe that's my flaw. My personal flaw is, like, the only character that's worse than Enkidu in this game, IMO, is Mika. Like, Mika's just the worst. There's no question about that. There's no doubt in my mind about that. But Enkidu is second. And so when I'm comparing, you know, like, what Kaguya can do, what Tsurugi can do, what Uzuki can do, versus what Enkidu can do, that's one of the big flaws of tier lists in general, IMO, is that none of them, traditionally, I don't know why I'm going into this in the middle of a match. I should be talking about the match. Let's do that. I'll do this afterwards, and then I'll give you, you know, you can use the timestamp if you want to skip the talk. You're just here to enjoy the replays. You don't want to hear me talk shit about tier list makers and how they're just trying to get views and they don't actually care about integrity and whatnot. Using objective arguments rather than subjective ones to determine the places on the tier list. You don't care. I'll get into that. Ooh, that move is so dirty. That's just so fast. I think that's his dash. Is that his dash C? I know that's a dash move, but I can't remember which one it is. Still alive at the... Ooh! Nah, I was about to say, there's no way you get to follow up after that. Nice, just constant frame traps, just daring him. Somebody help me out here, actually, because obviously one of the core components of Tsurugi's kit is the amount of armor. Ooh, did not catch him. I'm kind of surprised. Is armor like most other games where, like, I don't know if armor in this game is the same where you still take the damage. Whenever you armor through something, you still eat that damage. So if you only have, like, 1% of your health left and you try to armor through something, you're gonna die. Is that how armor in this game works? I actually don't know, because I have never played a character with armor as a core component, and then obviously Enkidu in this version got 6 FF, but I never really leaned on that as hard as I saw a lot of other Enkidus leaning on it, so I never got put into a situation. Oh my god, that's nasty, dude. Good blocks. That was kind of gross. Like, that move has just such a massive hitbox. I'm honestly not even sure. That first one definitely crossed up. I'm honestly not sure about that second one. That could have landed on either side. Has a ton of grid to play with, though. We popping it here? No way, right? Nice tech. Didn't pop it there, you brave motherfucker. And just pod him with the dash. I think that one is dash B, right? And just dies. I'm not even sure. Isn't, like, blue isn't... Well, no, if it's coming from that side, blue is from the two-player side. But still dying with Celestial Vorpal at your fingertips. That's wild. Okay, so the little, again, there were timestamps if you want to just skip ahead to the next match and ignore me rambling on about this, but tier lists used to be, because I know a lot of people these days, you are only really accustomed to, like, YouTuber tier lists from people who may or may not even be that good at the game in the first place, just talking about, like, this character is S+ tier because they're amazing at everything and blah, blah, blah. Tier lists used to be based upon matchup charts. And so you would have a group of people that would all kind of come together and say, like, look, this matchup between these two characters is 5-5. This matchup is 6-4. This matchup is 7-3. This blah, 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 right? And then you go through all of that and you calculate out how many matchups the characters win and by how much. And that determines tier placement. So there's no just sitting there like, I think this character is really good, and so they deserve to be an A tier. I think this character is broken, so they deserve to be an S tier. Like, that's completely subjective. And a lot of the times you see it in individual tier lists where you have a player, like, for instance, I think Dora, if you're in the BlazBlue scene, if you were ever in the BlazBlue scene, Dora probably had the most infamous tier lists ever, because his could get wild and funky. But if you analyze his tier list from the viewpoint of a Bang one trick, I don't know why I'm using the word one trick in a fighting game, of a Bang main, they kind of make sense why certain characters are higher tier than you may consider them, because you're playing a character that may fight this character a lot better than Bang does. That kind of stuff. And so that is where a lot of the flaws in recent tier lists come from. The other flaw is just that a lot of people will purposefully put certain things. So I'm sure at least the majority of you, if you've spent any time whatsoever on the internet, you've at least seen that post that gets put around quite often of somebody saying, like, statistics have shown that people are more likely to respond to something, to answer like a question or whatever, if you provide incorrect information intentionally inside of that question, because then they will be compelled to correct you. They'll come in like, you idiot, you moron, you dumbass, how could you not know this simple thing? And then they'll go on and they'll actually answer the question as well. Whereas if you just ask a straightforward question and you don't provide anything else, a lot of people will just randomly skip over it. They don't have that egotistical aspect coming into it, right? That's kind of how a lot of people, I feel, design tier lists these days. They intentionally put a controversial character higher or lower than they should be, and that person that's making the list knows that, but they also know the reaction that they're going to get. It's far more likely that people are going to engage with it, and that's all they care about. They only care about the engagement. They don't give a shit about whether or not this tier list is actually useful to the community at large. All they care about is their own personal engagement that they get from this list. So that's another flaw with tier lists, so on and so forth. So anyway, enough of that. Point being, I can't even remember. Low diffed by car. What? I can't even remember the last time I saw a tier list that had anything to do with matchups, that had any discussion around matchup charts and all that stuff. Like, nobody does that because that actually requires effort. And it honestly requires collaboration with other people who can bring different viewpoints, because you're not going to know. Like, I would say I am one of the most... I've probably played BlazBlue more hours than 99.9% of people that have ever played BlazBlue. What the hell am I watching? I still would not be in any way, shape, or form confident in saying this is what Nine's matchups look like. I know for damn sure that she blows up Tager for free. But what about 9 versus Lambda? I don't fucking know. So you need other people that do have that knowledge to come in and be like, this is what I think about this, this is what I think about this, that kind of thing. It takes effort, and like, nobody puts effort into tier lists. That's not the point of them. Nerf for goddamn teleports. You're not getting low diff by a car, you're getting low diff by teleports, because they're broken. Never mind. Where's the car? Yuzuriha. Hire a car. Get an Uber. Have it run her over. You need it. All that work just to sit there spamming. I think she got thrown out of charge, right? Like, she didn't get thrown out of a shield. I actually do not know if getting thrown while charging gets you grid broken. That's what it looked like to me. And now it might all be over. See, you stop leaning on your broken ass teleports, look what happens. You die. Privileged character. Uh-oh, she got away. Teleport incoming. Never mind. Never mind, she's dead. She's dead. Goodbye. Yo, what are you... Also, that becomes unblockable, looks like. Which makes, I mean, I shouldn't say it makes sense, but just letting the Yuzuriha sit there and fully charge that up without doing anything about it, you kind of deserve to get smacked. Okay, so this bird, they're just kind of trolling. Right. Online fighting games, everybody. Online fighting. And I guess it is kind of difficult when you're coming, because Enkidu can cancel. Wait, what? I was gonna say, that's actually comboing. Oh no, okay, now I need to sit here and see how long. Can he? No. He's getting one. Is he getting 7, 6? Of course, that's how the Enkidu replay goes. Of course, that's how the Enkidu replay goes. God damn it. And on the appropriately named Dead on Arrival. Could actually mean other things, but I think that is the most common meaning of the term DOA, right? Is Dead on Arrival. Because obviously, we all know the fighting game Dead or Alive. But that's dead now. And there's no more ore in there. Dead or Alive be dead. That thing is gone. About to say, get him, Kaguya. Show all these people who are saying you suck. Show them what's up. Unfortunately, dropped the combo, and now Hyde's gonna. Ooh, nice chase down of the backdash. I think she still gets more, right? Yep. Come to think of it, that was really well timed. This is why I think like moments like that, proper utilization of the grenades. That's not gonna kill, is it? Oh my god! And people say this character sucks. That's not just because one character wins one round and makes it look good doesn't mean the character doesn't suck. But just like the potential I feel the grenades and especially the grenade super gives her. I just feel like somebody who has that in their disposal can't suck, you know? That's just how I feel about it, but it does make me think, because I don't think I've ever seen, the first time I saw this character, obviously, she shares a lot of moves with Dante's from Melty Blood. Technically from Fate, but still. From Melty Blood. And I don't think I've ever seen, and to be entirely fair, I haven't exactly gone out of my way to watch Melty Blood tournaments, so I don't know if there is somebody running around with Dante's. Is it Dantes? The only DLC character I've seen used a lot that I can remember from Melty Blood is Alka. That's the only one. And so characters like, I quite like MASH, and I definitely like Dantes, but I've never really seen them competitive. So I'm kind of curious how Dante's is in Melty Blood in comparison. Again, given that I think he shares a decent amount of similarities, moveset-wise, and even gameplay-wise, a little bit with Kaguya. So, like, do people think he sucks as well? Is it just, you know, that's a flaw in their overall design? What a hit confirm. Holy shit. Should be able to kill here. Oh, easily. Forgot about that. Even going out. Oh, I see why you wanted to do that. I see. Let me just go back and show you. I see why you want. I see it right there. Yep, they wanted that jiggle. I got you. I see you. I read you loud and clear. I know why you use that now. I don't like that. See, I've been on this before. Like that part, shouldn't it have just like this part right here where it all kind of swirls in together and then it just goes boom. Like that, just boom. Kaboom. Just like that. Don't do this part, I don't like that part. Unnecessary. I feel like it took away from it. Just go boom. But still, see now, this is how recency bias works. Is whoever most recently won that you saw is the best character in the game. Clearly, Kaguya is better than Hyde. Don't quote me on that. If you do, I'll deny it.